I see my stream health like wavering. It's desperately trying to hold on. And Twitch Inspector is not being honest with me. It shows like a steady increase in connection stability. I don't think that's the case. Alright. And I keep seeing it go into the red zone, and it's making me, like, super duper worried. Well, let us test and see how good the sound is. By the way, volume, this is probably about as good as it's gonna get. So let's test sync. I'm going to, like, make a noise whenever I press down on the D-pad here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, granted, there's a tiny bit of lag anyway from the controller to the game for some reason, so a tiny bit of lag is acceptable. A lot of bit of lag is not. Anyway, let us hope for the best. We'll get introduced to all these lovely characters here in a minute. Do they still have Ringo as a possible name for the prince here? No? Maybe that was just in the Japanese version. Nah, what's my favorite food? These we can customize a little bit. Nah. Double A King. No, that's an interesting sound effect that I don't hear too often. Alright, Buzz. I don't know what those are, but you know what? I'm having such a hard time deciding that we're just going to go with the... God damn it. No. Yeet. Hello, friend. Welcome to tonight's stream. We're finally getting started with EarthBound. Oh, hang on a minute. What's that? No, I can't. There we go. So yeah, apparently this was a thing long before Mother 3 made it, like, canon. And I really, really don't mean to keep doing that. Part of me wants to put something silly here, but I just can't decide. What were the options again? Hammer? PK Hammer. Nah. You know what? I can unironically say that perhaps my favorite thing in the whole wide world is sleep. But you know what? Let's make it a bit more, a little bit more impactful. Because what's a good sleep without a good dream, right? That seems pretty good. My favorite thing is wah! Hang on, I'm gonna fiddle with something real quick. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Nope. Wait. I'm trying to see if I can, like, monitor my own microphone at a delay after I've said something. And that way, I can monitor whether or not the things I say are overpowering the game audio. Okay, it's not working. It's not working at all. That's too bad. Having a double voice. Yeah, that's because I turned the monitor on. Okay, enough fooling around with that. Your brain can't handle that. You know what else I can't handle? Diagonals. What's going on here? Why this thing gotta give me trouble? Am I gonna have to use the stick on this so that I can do diagonals? Okay, that seems to be the best I can do. I would rather flub something up in the menus than be completely incapable of doing diagonal movement. Oh boy. I'm starting to think that maybe I should have turned up the text speed. Okay. Hey bro, did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out? If this stream were not plagued with so many technical issues right now, I'd be really getting into this right now. You've gotten used to sticks even in 2D-ish games like this? Besides humans, dogs also sleep at night. Why aren't you asleep? What was that noise? Ness, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? And now you want to go check it out? Oh, okay. You'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I asked you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. And there we are. That's the Ness everyone knows and loves. So I, like many other people, probably first got introduced to NES and by proxy EarthBound through Super Smash Bros. On the N64. There's some lag. You think that's the internet spikes I mentioned earlier? And it keeps happening. It just keeps happening. I don't know how to fix this. I really, really hope that this stabilizes over time. At the very least, let me see if I can monitor things in the Twitch Inspector, or something. Oh, rats. I can't control the game while I'm not actively locked onto the window. Live with no delay. If you say so. So how bad is it? Has it, like, evened out a little bit? South to the suburbs of Onet. Or is it Wonet? I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation too seriously. Get used to this. Get used to this. This is like one of the most mimetic things from this game. Is no problem here. Onet police are infamous for closing roads if something is going on. We're going for the world record. Don't panic. It's just what? Meteorite that oop fell. I just want to what? Go home. It's not the worst it's ever been, but it's still there. Ah man. I'm not sure if there's any way to game is quiet. Thank you. I was trying to figure that out earlier when I was doing the double voice thing. Let's get that up to a respectable level. Maybe a little more. Actually, I'm not seeing that much of a difference. Maybe we'll notice something when we start getting sound effects triggering in battle? I don't know. Who are you talking to? Yeah, maybe that's a little bit too much. You hear a lot more alien noises now? Good. This game has a fantastic soundtrack, and I want you to hear it. Yeah, this particular track is very... what's the word I'm looking for? What you're hearing, it's kind of like a synthesized version of, like, police sirens going on and off in the distance. Hello. Oh, hi. Pokey, my brother, ran out of here to chase after a police car. He said, Picky, you should stay home. So I'm home watching our house. Mom and Dad aren't home yet. They went out to an elegant restaurant. I see. Did I ever talk to you? Did you hear the big bang? I think a meteorite landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I am going to try to be the first to get there. Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home pronto. A meteorite has landed, the sharks are running wild in town, you kids are wandering around, and I'm hungry. I hate my job. It's dangerous to go alone. I mean, to the hilltop. Even if I advise you not to go, it won't stop you, will it? I'm trying to get, like, immersed into the game while I keep seeing flashes of yellow and red. It's making me so nervous. I want this to be a good stream. It's my favorite game. Hey you, don't you know what time it is? I'd say it's about nighttime. Lively NPCs in this game. Yeah, there's a lot of them too. Everyone got something to say. Bread roll. So, I already know from playing this so many times that my biggest enemy in this game is going to be my inventory space. So we're going to be taking measures to counteract that. Hey Ness, hiya buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom. It was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help make my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you, whoops. I almost told you about my, by the way, Ness, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message for myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. And why don't you check out my work? Treasure Hunter, this is Liar X Adjurate's house. What a name. You know what else I wanted to do? I completely forgot about it, but once we get through this prologue, I will see what I can do about this. Part of the reason why this game didn't sell as well as it could have is that it came bundled with a player's guide. It was a big box, came with a player's guide. I still have it. It's really cool. It's kind of like 50% player guide and 50% travel guide. Because it talks about all the in-game locations as if they're like real-world attractions. And it's got these cool pictures and like clay models and stuff like that. It's fantastic. And if I happen to find some scans of that player's guide, I will absolutely show them on stream. Maybe we'll do it like once for every new area we go to. That meteorite looks different than usual. It's strange, marvelous, as well as mysterious. Ooh. Shush. Nice timing, Ness. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? Yeah, not really. You're not friends, but aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out of way, get out my... Oop, my mistake. I mean, get out of my way! Like it when games come with neat little extras. Bully and the original Ratchet & Clank, their manuals were also wall posters. Cool. Hey, yes, don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops' officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow, Pokey will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. What kind of voice was that I just did? It was like 30% Arlo, 30% Cartman, and 30% something else that I've already forgotten. If I could, I would do like the best Cartman impression I could for Pokey. That's just the kind of kid he is. But we'll find out more about that later. Cartman's early years. Hey, ma'am. Welcome home, Ness. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. It's late. Scoot off to bed now. No. Oh, Ness, you don't understand the importance of a good night's sleep. Oh. I thought she was gonna, like, force me to go to bed or something. Alright, sure. Oh, sorry. I gotta get that. Give me a second. Ah, just kidding. That's actually in the game. Could you tell? Why am I looking over at my stream window when I should be looking at my main screen, which has the game in full screen? I don't know what I'm doing. An annoying knock. It seems to be primarily in my left ear. I don't know why. Oh, now it's in my right ear. My land, who in the world could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Would you answer it? I talked to the phone. No, I talked to the dog. I've got fleas sucking me dry, so I'm just gonna lie still for now. Hey, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Pinky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, the police that were guarding the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know the sharks. There's a local ruffians. And they were really going wild. Suddenly, I noticed that Pinky was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Pinky? Nah. If you refuse me, I'll say something that'll cut you like a knife. Will you come with me? Nah. Okay, I won't say anything to hurt you. Will you please come with me? Yeah, alright, fine. Okay, good buddy, let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? Oh. You absolutely gotta change out of your pajamas. I know the doc is unreliable, but you should take King along. That crack back in Trace's room could help out at a time like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out of your jambies before you leave. If I'm laying on the southern accents a little bit, well... just go with it. This is like one of those rare RPGs that's set in a Western environment, so why not take that to its extreme? I'll do everything I can to help you. Good luck on your adventure. You might get hungry along the way, so here is a cookie. You can also leave anything you don't need with me. You want me to hang on to something? Nah. I want my inventory to be as cluttered as possible, thank you. Yeah, sure, you're cool! Whatever. Phone still has nothing to say. Can you actually refuse to take the dog along? You just want to talk to me because I'm so lovable. No, actually, I do need you to come along. We need all the help we can get early on in the game. Classic Nintendo moms sending their children to uncharted dangers. Sorry about giving you this game-type advice, but you should equip your weapon. Do you know what equip means? Never heard of it. It means use or wear. You must equip items in order to use or wear them. Equip is used a lot in games like this, but you already knew that. Alright, you go out in front, and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. Wow, what a busy party we have already. But, yeah, let's, Oh, sorry, I gotta get that. Nah, I'm just japing you again. But this time you could actually see the phone, so that probably didn't work. Hello, it's your dad. Worked to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard of a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have your ATM card? Withdraw your money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero, at least. Where could Ness's father be right now? At an office? Halfway across the world? Who knows? Alright. Crow detected. You're gonna be seeing a lot of this. Also, something about the font seems different to me somehow. I don't know why. As you can see, Pokey is an immensely helpful party member that will be around for a long time. Bank account, Ness here like 8? I think he's a little bit older than that. Like, he might look cute and all in this game, but the clay models have him actually somewhat tall. So I always assumed that he was like a young teenager. Okay, hang on a minute. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I'm gonna need to turn the speed of the text up. And unfortunately, the only way I can think to do that is, Okay, you don't like Arepas, do you? Too bad! Alright, yeah, we need to get this done real quick. So yeah, only way I can think of to change the text speed is to just restart the game. Yeah, I'm not reading this. We're gonna be seeing this a lot throughout our adventure. You should turn the power off instead of just pressing reset, alright? I do what I want. Okay, I don't think I've actually gotten an explanation from you yet over what an Arepas is. What I almost went by that too fast and missed it again. Okay. Let's continue. I'm not sure if the text speed impacts the speed of text in battle. But if it does, that will be immensely helpful to us on account of the... Well... You'll see how the HP meter works at a later date. Once we start fighting trees, that's when you'll start noticing. Okay, I got no description, but I do have a picture, which is probably just as good. I wonder, if it's a web link, can I just... let me see here. No, not that. There's a way to just... Oh, here we go. Browser. Maybe that's like an internet browser. Let's see. Let's see if this works. It doesn't look like it's working. Oh, wait, it did work! Wait a minute. Wait, what? Oh god, it's working, but not very well. And the instant that I, like, close the window thing here, it just vanishes. Oh, wait, there we go, okay. And for some reason, it's, like, been chroma keyed, so... I didn't do that. It just automatically turned into, like, a transparent background. That's really bizarre. This is what happens when you use the browser window in OBS rather than window capture. It's pretty weird. Also, I can't really tell what those are. They kind of look like English muffins with sauerkraut and beef, and I don't know what the one in the middle is. You might need to explain it a little bit more to me. They're corn cakes filled with beef, chicken, cheese, etc. I see. Oh, god damn it. We had a cookie stolen from us. That's something that we don't want to have happen. We need our food. We need as much food as we can get. It's gonna be a slow, slow start getting out of here. Trust me, I'm doing this for a reason. It'll pay off someday. Oh, jeez. There's some very, very dodgy enemies in this game. Like, I don't remember accuracy being anywhere near as big of an issue in the original EarthBound Beginnings or in Mother 3. But in this game, you got enemies like crows that are dodging like crazy, and you've also got weapons that decrease your accuracy, like the slingshots and yo-yos. As cool as it was to have a yo-yo as a weapon, don't get the yo-yo. Just stick to what you know. You try hitting a crow or a UFO with a yo-yo, it ain't gonna work out too well for you. Uh-oh, we might be in a bit of trouble here. You really gotta be on top of your health early in the game. As you can see, it only takes like 4 or 5 hits to knock you out. It's gonna be a little while before we can get any protective items. Alright, how many we got left to get? Looks like 9, perhaps. PP isn't just a Pokemon thing? Oh yeah. Here in this game, it's like psychic points or something like that? I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to stand for. Spooky snake. Honestly, the snakes are pushovers. I'm just avoiding them because they're annoying. And they only give out like 1 experience point. At least we have our friendly dog here. Ugh. We're off to a bit of a slow start, and that's probably for the best because I woke up with a headache today. I hate it when that happens, and I don't know what causes it. Unless I'm developing psychic powers of my own, I don't want anything to do with it. You know, speaking of Pokemon, though, you remember how I said before that I had kind of an itch to play a Pokemon game? I held off on that urge until I wanted to wait until I started playing EarthBound again, because I thought to myself, maybe it's just an RPG itch, and once I start playing EarthBound, it will resolve itself. But it's not the same. A Pokemon game is definitely more than just an RPG. So in the coming days, I will probably... I'm not sure if I want to stream this or not, because I really don't have time to stream another RPG right now. As much as I would love to, I just don't have the time for it. Have I been bitten by a spider in the past few days? Spider-Man had a headache when he got his powers. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I will play through, like, Heart Gold or Soul Silver with a randomizer on. And that will just be my, you know, Pokemon experience off-stream. Because it's gonna be at least a few months before I have any open stream time. And it's gonna be even longer until the next Pokemon game comes out. Uh-oh. Forget the critical hit sir thing in this game. It worked out in our favor today, but someday those crows might get a hit on me. Lucky hit. Alright, we got a little bit of stamina left. Let's push this as far as we can take it. Oh, hello there. You're still here. Hey, Ness. I was too busy to investigate, but I heard a child's voice on the hilltop. I'm a busy man, but when I do a job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. Okay, cool. You could also just play a Pokemon game that you don't plan on streaming either at all or anytime soon. That way you won't feel burnout when I do the stream. Yeah, that was kind of the intention behind it being Hard Gold, Soul Silver. Like, it's a fine game, but I'd rather see someone else stream it. It's a little bit long for me, so when I do eventually do a Pokemon stream, it's probably going to be black and white. Can't wait until we can knock these things out in a single round of combat. Pokemon X and Y would be good choices for an off-stream game to play as well. I still have my copies of it, but my 3DS is not in the best of shape. Funny thing, my dad just sent me a text message, like, yesterday, asking if he could buy my old 3DS for, his, stepson. And, I told him, no, man, you do not want my 3DS. The price has dropped over the years. Just get a new, like, extra-large 3DS. Get one of the bigger models. Mine's got, like, janky shoulder buttons that don't always work. You don't want it. Golly, skirting on the edge of death today. Alright, how we doing? 2 more to go. I think we can make it before going back to rest. What do you guys think? There's also that Temtem game coming out this year. The indie game heavily inspired by Pokemon. Oh yeah. So I guess they haven't gotten cease and desisted yet, have they? I'm kind of curious about that, but I don't want to leave the game. I don't want to leave the game right now. So if you have any news on that game, feel free to share it. Or any similar game. Wow, you can tell there's such a big difference when you turn the text speed on high. I don't know why I wasn't doing that to begin with. It's what laziness will do. You'll make mistakes, and you'll come to regret them, and then you'll waste time trying to fix them. It doesn't explicitly use any Nintendo licensed characters or names, so they can't be sued by the big N. Oh, don't test them. You can't trust any big corporation, even one that is as occasionally benevolent as Nintendo. By the way, did you see today's gym... Wait, today. What is today? Is today Monday still? Whatever, the newest Gymquisition about Activision. Activision's CEO, I believe. Bobby Kotick, was it? Yeah, a lot of discussions these days about the wage gap, as it were. And while it is of course terrible that some Western CEOs behave as they do, it also lends, it also would benefit us to look at how good the behavior of some Eastern CEOs has been. As was the case with Satoru Iwata. No way, we're already getting to where we can squash these things instantly. Well, that's pretty cool. Let me do that again. Squash. We do have all the cookies we need, right? Nope. Gotta find one more. Where's a crow? I've been getting kind of lucky this time, because the crows haven't been stealing my cookies back. When I first tried this strategy, it took me a lot longer. Because those crows were just spiteful little bastards. It's a good way to make grinding faster. Oh, you haven't seen how amazing this instant win condition is. When we beat the first dungeon, you will see how amazing this truly can be. And even further, even later into the game, there are a couple of enemies that offer a stupid amount of experience points. And they always run away from you, and if you sneak up on them, it's an instant win. Ooh, if I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. Bye, dog friend. I wish I could have kept you longer. Caution, there's still lots of fires burning here and there. It's hot! Oh, hello there. Were you sleeping?
What? Oh, you woke me up. Pokey, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pokey got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad that you're okay, at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Jeez, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real Big Brother.
Pokey and Picky.
Yes, yes! You hear a buzzing that sounds like a bee flying around?
No.
No, come on, you must hear it.
Well, now I can hear it. There was a bee inside the meteor all along. A bee I am not. I'm from 10 years in the future, and in the future, all is devastation. Gigagas, the universal cosmic destroyer. Okay. That's not going to make any sense whatsoever if you haven't seen this already. Alright, this is very important. I'm gonna have to cut off Boz real quick. Oh, what? Did this guy get his video taken down? I mean, I see it, but it's been re-uploaded by someone. Where is my internet window? You know what, maybe... no. That's not it. That's not it either. I'll just have to make a new one. That's a little bit too big, but whatever. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Holy cow, what is going on with the game? Please, pause. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wow, look at this. Look at this. This is the laziest fucking capture of a video I have ever seen. This guy, original upload was by this guy, what's his name? Voiceover Pete? Yeah. Just ignore the double YouTube and witness. What? What? The fuck?
Going to need is
what is this?
all
Is it my internet? Is it the video? I can't tell what's going on here.
attention, all EarthBound gamers. SNES is in trouble. He needs your help to defeat Gigagas, and in order to do this, he's going to need his trusty bat and a couple of burgers. To help him, all he needs is your credit card number, the expiration month and year, and the 3 digits on the back. But you have to be fast, though, before Gigagas finishes his plan to take over ONET.
Wow, this is the worst. Oh, he actually repeats it.
Attention, all Earth...
Wow, this is the shittiest re-upload I have ever seen. Good God. Rest in peace, voiceover Pete. He's not actually dead. I'm just saying his channel got taken down because, like, people were taking that seriously. Like, it's clearly a joke. But it rubbed someone the wrong way, and I think his channel got taken down. The video capture is meme-worthy. I haven't seen shit like that since the early days of unregistered hypercam. You must listen! Oh, sorry. Sorry, BuzzBuzz, I totally interrupted what you were saying. Where I am from, there's a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says, when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock, and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. This I believe. Gygus' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions, the evil desires of Dr. Wily. 3 things are of the utmost importance. Wisdom, courage, and friendship. Oh, the, like, inspiring low-key music has been cut off. The legends from the ancient times tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat It's gonna be so hard not to say Gigagas after hearing that. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Did you listen to what I told you? Yes, Kapora. Thank you for listening to my long story. You are as exceptional as I expected you to be. Nice. BuzzBuzz now joins you.
Yes, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said? Yeah, I'm not one of those 3, am I? Because I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest.
You're sure this game will have a lot of weird and dumb-sounding names, but Tales of Legendia is giving it a run for its money. We have now met a character called Schwartz. Oh, that's an actual real name. Like, there was a store in New York that I went to a couple of times called FAO Schwartz. I'm not sure if it's still there. You know how it is in big cities. Businesses just kind of appear and disappear. I wasn't too far off from where the old Pokemon Center used to be in New York, which was amazing.
Yes, buddy, I have something to tell you, and only you. Can you come visit me later? Alone?
Creepy. But yeah, Pokemon Center no longer is the Pokemon Center, but it is now a Nintendo Center, which is, you know, kind of a love letter to all things Nintendo. Got a lot of Nintendo merchandise, got like almost a Nintendo museum on the 2nd floor.
Pow!
Mr. Starman, I think your... Oh, I was about to say your sprite's messed up, but that's actually BuzzBuzz that I'm seeing over there.
It's been a long time, BuzzBuzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Gygus' plans. But, BuzzBuzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stop you hard!
Starman Jr., didn't I fight you back in EarthBound Beginnings? Ooh, he's a tough cookie. But so is BuzzBuzz, Jesus Christ. That always blew me away, that our, like, guest star party member here is so unnecessarily powerful. But it's a good preview. It's the Nintendo Center where they play the directs in public, and New York reacts to the direct videos keep coming from it. I don't know. Last time I went there was before Nintendo Directs were a thing. So, maybe. I can't imagine there being more than one Nintendo Center in New York. Oh, cool. I actually got the last blow on him. He didn't even try to use PK Fire or anything. Weak. Whew. I was taking a big chance there. He came from 10 years in the future to kill me, so he can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Gygas, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Animals are also becoming violent, due to Gygas' influence over the evil in their minds. It is the truth, so listen.
Hey, yes, so are you just gonna wander around wherever you please? Don't you think we should focus on getting Picky home?
Oh, I guess that's what we're supposed to do, huh? I wonder if the family will have anything to say about our newfound friends.
I don't want to go out anymore. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm a stubborn mutt.
Nope. No response to the weird bug creature flying above our heads. You'll be fighting alien overlords and also grumpy neighbors. Have you played this game before? That's pretty much exactly what we're in for. I like how the buzzing keeps on going, like no matter where you are. You just constantly hear the buzzing. Alright, before we go on to the next area, I would like to bring up something else. I don't know if I can find this, but a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Starman.net is and was and still is a major hub for all things Earthbound fan related. And somewhere around here there was a video series called /Earthbound that had these guys in like Staten Island or something recreating elements from Earthbound as like live action skits, but they were like springing these skits on unsuspecting bystanders. They were just trying to enjoy the boardwalk. Kind of like Mega 64, if you've ever seen any of their videos. Only problem is that I don't know if these videos are still around, because this was a long time ago. I am getting a lot of unrelated results here. Maybe if I don't spell out the slash in /Earthbound. Well, as far as Google is concerned, that slash doesn't exist. Dang, I really wish I could find that. Man, I can't find them. I think I actually had these videos saved on my computer at some point, but that was a long time ago. That was on a different hard drive, so that's too bad. So basically just imagine Mega 64 and they're like messing with people in public applied to Earthbound and nothing but Earthbound for a series of like 12 videos or something.
Where in Sam Hill have you boys been? I'll have to think of a suitable punishment.
I don't know if I like the look of this fella.
I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really gonna get it now. By the way, I'd be happy if you left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. It might have been $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less. But because of the loan, my family and I now live in poverty. My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life.
She's like changed into Scratchy Jay Leno or something.
Eee! I think it's a dung beetle. I'll smash your guts out.
What have you done? I'm so tired. Nag, nag, nag.
My husband is very soft-hearted.
I don't care. You squished my friend. I was much weaker than I thought. So now you must begin your adventure. See you... Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words.
To defeat Gigagas, your own power must unite with the Earth's...
I can't get voiceover Pete out of my head after hearing that. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these places is your sanctuary. One of them is near Onet. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand?
No.
I see. I apologize. I guess I didn't explain it well enough. There's something really mean that you can do if you get him to keep repeating this. You're a very intelligent young man, and oh, the pain! Everything is getting dark. Ugh. Before I pass on, I want to give you something. It is the Sound Stone. You can record the melodies from the 8 Your Sanctuary locations into this stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone, but did you want to hear the story one more time? Yes. Oh, okay. I thought he said more than that. Sorry. I didn't need to... Oh no, I'm stuck in a K4 loop again. I'm getting impatient. This was a mistake. You are a very intelligent young man, and... Oh, the pain! Oh wait, he already said this. Okay, thank you. Thank you. No. Good! What the? Seems you have too many things to carry already. Since you can't take it, I'll give it to your sister. In the blink of an eye, like magic, she'll have it. It's already dawn outside, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast. Yeah, no problem here. Oh, actually, let me talk to Pokey and Picky before I leave. The guy looks like he'd happily lay off 500 employees on the daily.
My dad really got after me. He said I get no dessert for the rest of the decade. I don't want to look at the meteorite anymore.
These poor kids. Well, anyway, yes, that was the purpose of the cookie collection, and that is why I gave today's stream the title that it had. I think I might go ahead and change that now that it's no longer a thing. Uh-oh. I should have paused it. What have I done? Sorry, that was just because I tabbed out. That's not stream lag or anything. We've actually improved our stability quite a bit since we started, so thank goodness for that. Yeah, let's just type that up there, update the stream info. Crispy morning. Good morning, Ness. Are you ready to begin your deep-fried all-American adventure?
Yeah, right here.
But first... I can't tell you how many people have played this game and thought that the game, like, locked up and froze when this happened. They just never see it coming. Pictures taken instantly! Instantaneously! I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Alright, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say, Fuzzy Pickles! Wow, what a great photograph! It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Say hello to the photo guy. He just appears in random spots throughout the game. Takes your picture, and then leaves as soon as he came. There are... I've seen people, like, mix this into a sort of challenge, where they either try to find every single photo guy location, or they try to avoid as many photo locations as possible. I've seen people that have managed to go through the whole game after only triggering 3 photos. And there's like at least a dozen. Alright, now the adventure begins in earnest. With probably one of the best Talon themes I've ever heard. There's the Onet OST, you know, and nothing else because you're very unfamiliar with this game's music. Fair enough. You probably also heard Foreside because it was in Smash Brothers. And maybe Magicent, I don't know. A library is a nice place to learn stuff. I got a lot of info about EarthBound. You can borrow maps for nothing. Is that so? Use the library more. I got a friend that works in a library right now. But like, a college library, so she got a bit more business than your average library. Hello, kids can borrow only maps at this library. Do you want to borrow one? I suggest you bring a map along, even if you have to give up something else. You seem to be carrying many worthless items. Thanks. Pfft. Oh yeah, you probably also heard this too, because it was also in Smash Brothers. This song is usually reserved for the drugstores, but you can hear it here too. What? Quiet. Shh. It's a library after all. Oh, here's some helpful advice. There's a lot of these people here in Onet. If you stay at a hotel, you wake up with full HP and PP. Recovering your life will give you full HP, but 0 PP. I think that means when you get brought back from the dead. I bet this stuff will be on the test. You like going to the library every once in a while because it's peaceful in there? Sometimes a lot more than your house? Well, that's unfortunate, but yeah. It's also a good public venue if they have, like, private rooms. You can, like, have one for you and your friends to hang out and have a lecture or a D&D session or what have you. At Giant Step, there's a monster guarding the spot from the outside world. No one knows when the monster may Giant Step its territory. I wonder if he's stronger than my wife. A man of few words. It's useless talking to him now. Nice, like, Shy Guy mask. Oh, or Jason mask, whichever works. Our society is convenient. These days, there are always telephones in hotels and drugstores. A green payphone costs $1, but the black phones are free. If you weren't aware of this, all your money could get eaten up by your phone calls. I'm glad I read that book. You also read that book. There should always be an ATM in hotels and drugstores. Just knowing that is convenient. I'm glad I read that book. Can't believe I didn't know this stuff. I sure am bothering people. UFOs? I don't think so. I think right before I leave this library, I'm going to try and find one of those player's guide scans. See if I can't pull that up here. I can't believe I saw it with my own eyes. I was staring out the window and there it was, just fluttering there. I'd only seen it in the encyclopedia before. What was it? A magic butterfly. If you get close to a magic butterfly, all your cares fly away, just like a fluttering butterfly. Yep. That's the effect of the legendary magic butterfly. I love talking about it. Oops, sorry about the outburst. I got carried away with all the talk about lovely butterflies. More about Giant Step, because this is a special power. Well, we knew that already, thanks. Ah, you finally found the paunch keys. Bavarian cream, it was alright. Not particularly more special than a typical Bavarian cream donut, but hey, at least you tried it. Probably would have been better if it was fresh. If you, like, literally just found it today, chances are it's a few days old. No, I'm in here. Don't try to come in, especially if you don't need to use the bathroom. Don't talk to me, I'm thinking. You know, it's a funny thing. There's, like, very, very few instances of JRPGs containing bathrooms of any description. And now, here in this game, there's dozens of them, but you can't use a single one. Hello, mole. I am not your enemy. I am simply your average run-of-the-mill mole. Would you like some hints on fighting enemies? Sure. Which way you're facing? Oh. Yeah. It's the whole preemptive strike sneak attack thing. So, you know, face the enemy, don't run away from them if they're gaining on you. Like this. Bad idea. You gotta face them head on. It wasn't from the bakery, just a normal container. I actually have like 8 of them downstairs right now, because I wanted to get as many as I could before they went away. Okay. I almost forgot. I said I was going to look up a scam. Now, if any website has it, it should be starman.net. So, let's check it out. Let's see. How to... There's a page on here specifically called How to Buy EarthBound. Let's see. There's a page for official art. But I don't see anything about the player guide... Blech, player's guide scans. I see some concept art. Let me see if I can't find this. What is this? EarthBound Original Player's Guide. EarthBound for Wii U walkthrough. And the page is being blocked from loading. Does it have like a malicious program going on it? What's the deal here? I'll save that for later. Let's check another source, like EarthBound Central. Ah, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, this document is not publicly available. What? Can I download it? I see a PDF link. Ah, I think I can. Okay. But how am I going to show it off? Let's see. What's a good program to open a PDF in? Adobe Reader? If I have to. Alright, there we go. Very nice. It's a little bit big. Like, unnecessarily big. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Now we can just center it right here. Maybe zoom it a little bit more. That's good enough. Ignore the black stuff on the side of the screen. So yeah, the official EarthBound Player's Guide. I still have a copy of this. It's a complete guide, straight from the pros at Nintendo. Please save this manual and strategy guide for further reference. Okay, cool. Can 4 average kids save the world from certain destruction at the hands of an evil alien invader? They might be inexperienced, but don't count them out. The 4 spunky kids have the fate of mankind in their hands and the weight of the world on their shoulders, so it's a good thing they have psychic powers, and you on their side. As you begin this unique gaming experience and explore the world in search of the sinister spirit of Gigagas, pack along our travel guide. You'll need it to find your way through EarthBound's twisted and hilarious world, and you won't want to miss a single side trip or pass up any sights along the way. Just remember to phone dear old mom and dad. After all, the kids will wander a long way from home. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, you got all these kooky photographs here that are like contextualized for the game. These are the least JRPG-looking JRPG protagonists. Yep. I got Ness, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. Good night. Oh, are you leaving? That's alright. I'm glad I could show you this. Because this is pretty special. Once we get past all the wordy words. Alright, here we go. The EarthBound Travel Guide. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, it's even got this... like fake newspaper. I love it. And there's like there's an ad in the corner. There's an ad for real estate. Can I like zoom this in a little bit? Okay, not in that direction. Alright, here we go.
It's the perfect second home. Get away in style in your own oceanfront retreat. Land cheat real estate.
What else we got here? There's a shopping guide. Well, if you say so, but... Oh my god, they've got pictures of British bobbies. Onad has a fine police force that keeps the streets safe for visitors and residents alike. When you see one of these public servants on the street, be sure to stop and say hello. Sometimes an officer can give you tips on things to do or see. They're really trying to sell us on the police being helpful in this town. I don't know so much. Oh yeah, there's your buyer's guide. Gives you a full menu for the Onet Bakery. And hey, there's our preview. We need to save about $150 to get the most out of the Onet drugstore. Ah, here we go. This is a very important... someone needs to try calling 1-800-111-111-111. That sounds like one of those stock numbers that probably will not get you much of anything. If you walk into a wooded area behind the library, you'll meet a kid who asks you if you want to take his place guarding the clubhouse. He's just kidding, and he won't let you try even if you offer, but if you search the trees, you'll find a hidden path that leads to it. One of the kids inside will give Ness a baseball cap that he can use for protection. Now, you see, these are pretty useful tips, actually, because we're right here, right now. So let's check it out.
Yes, I'm doing watch-out duty for the hideout. Can you take over? Yeah, just kidding. Being watch-out is my job. I will show you all the good tips and tricks for EarthBound. You've grown since I last saw you. You're beginning to look like a man. You're so cool. I think I really like you. Well, you know what I mean.
I know this is supposed to be like a gang of neighborhood kids, but it looks like a couple of mobsters.
I had a dream about you. You were traveling with a cute girl. If the dream comes true, say hi to her for me. After all, I am single. I'll give you my Mr. Baseball cap. I know you've wanted it for a long time. It's the best cap for someone really brave like you. Ah, you can't carry anything else. You should either sell or throw away some junk and come back.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's try that again. Cool. And yeah, that's one of the better equipment items you're going to get from the first part of the game, so it's worth going and picking that up. Now then, let's actually explore a little bit of Onet proper. Ah, yes. Who could forget this moment? Rummage about in the trash, find a hamburger. But I can't carry anything else, god damn it. Alright, we need to hurry up and unload these goddamn cookies. Uh-oh. Oh, I think this is what James Rolfe was talking about in the AVGN episode on EarthBound, which, by the way, I would recommend. It's definitely one of the more... how do you say it? Like, it's got very high production value for an AVGN episode. Yep. Menus are definitely a bit of an issue with this game. You need to get a cookie jar to carry as many cookies as you need. No, we're done with the cookies. We don't need them anymore. That being said, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a cookie jar item in this kind of game. There's a huge variety of items that you can find, many of which are actually completely useless. But it's kind of fun nonetheless, just finding what all you can get. I'll go ahead and take that. Thank you. And now we need about $100 for the bracelet. Ah, whatever, we'll just take all of it. Oh, wait. Is there anything else you can get here? Cold remedy? Don't buy the cold remedy. There's nothing in here that can give you a cold. Hey, I know your hard-earned cash is important to you, but you should call your mom. She's probably got an ulcer from worrying about you. And here we have a dog. Just, you know, regular dog. Woof. I'm Raffini the dog. I'm being possessed by the spirit of the game designer. Woof. You see the window showing HP and PP at the bottom of the screen? No, no. When you go to a store that has equipable items, it'll flash, look normal, it'll become black. Oh, yeah. I had a feeling. Yep. I thought you'd like to know. Now it's time to become a regular dog again. This game and its NPCs. I don't think that dog was mentioned in the player's guide. Like, as comprehensive as it is, there are definitely some secrets that are not mentioned. Such as the trick with the sound stone that I just demonstrated. Drugstore is to the east. East is the opposite of west. Alright, give me that burger. I want that burger now. Give me the trash burger. Oh, that was another good video from /EarthBound. I really wish I could show you guys this. They had this guy, like, dressed up like Ness, rummaging around through this Staten Island-looking place. Just rummaging through trash cans, like, someone had for the skit, planted, you know, burgers and wrappers in the middle of these, so he just reaches in, really slowly and noticeably pulls them out and stuffs them in his backpack while everyone watches. You think you'd ever like to have a hint? Sure. Why don't you get a hint from the next house? You seen this type of NPC dialogue in many indie games today? It comes to show how inspirational this game was? Absolutely. I think Undertale in particular, well, that's not much of a... doesn't take much brain power to come to that conclusion, but yeah. Undertale in particular was influenced by EarthBound. No hints here. Now wait a minute, youngster. I could give you a great hint for just $35. You'd like a hint, wouldn't you? You know what, usually I say no. But you know what? I'll indulge him just this once. It seems that the citizens of Onet have been harassed by those dang street punks called the Sharks. I wonder if going to talk to Frank, the leader of the Sharks, would do any good. That's it for today. Alright, and the conclusion of that /EarthBound video was the dude sitting on a bench, eating the burger, and then just like collapsing right there. Break the course of violence. Don't break the wind of change. The fresh breeze movement. Quite possibly one of the most subtle fart jokes I've ever seen. This town is out of control. The wild boys are hanging out in the town, and the cops have really been cracking down on everyone. I'm considering moving to Tucson, a town in the south. Oh. I thought that was the fresh spring breeze lady, or whatever. Don't wander this far away from town. Sure, if you say so. Well, I heard talk about some street punks, but I ain't seen them yet. They must be somewhere around here. Let's go have a friendly chat with our friendly neighborhood police station. I'd rather be working as a parking meter cop. It's just been too busy lately. I'm sick of it. And am I steamed? Don't even try talking to me. The townspeople are in a state of confusion. At times like this, riots break out, people start acting wild, so we police are being ultra cautious. Oh. No street punks around here, only street rocks. Psst, I'm not really one of the gang. I'm a cop even if I don't look like it. This is a jail, you guys have no business being here. Hey, I'm in here, go find another can. I was just joking. Well, nothing much to see here. We haven't even gone close to that giant step place either. Chances are that's going to be our final destination for today, is a giant step. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hello there. So this is where they've been hiding. Well, just by going out shopping and equipping what we've got, we have gotten much stronger. Check it out, we're actually doing double-digit damage! Isn't that cool? Yeah, you got all your notorious varieties of street punks. You've got the delinquent on the skateboard, and your delinquents with the pogo sticks, as I'm sure you've seen in Yakuza or a similar series. You know, they were everywhere. You couldn't get away from the pogo punks. How about you? I want to tell you the story of the creature from the vegetable soup, but I won't because I don't want to bother you with a story that has nothing to do with your adventure. If I keep talking about unrelated stuff, you might start ignoring important messages. It's important for you to talk to people. Also, a person might give you a different message depending on when you speak to them. So, like this. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me again. Ah, so you see what I mean. It's important to take time out to talk with many people. Yes, keep the lines of communication open, just like you are doing now. Lucky sandwiches, huh? Kind of like fortune cookies, except you can win stuff. And it's a sandwich. So maybe it's not like a fortune cookie. Anyway, the best thing that can happen is recover pee-pee. I just wish I knew what pee-pee was. Cottage cheese on bread? I'll pass. Oh, dang. These are some expensive sandwiches. Hey, you want to go down to the station and order a couple $100 sandwiches? Sounds good. What, you want to meet our boss, Frank? He's in the backyard of the game arcade, thinking about peace and love. You might want to visit him. Sorry, anytime I see those words together, it just reminds me instantly of Ringo Starr. Speaking of which, keep your eye open for any Beatles references that may appear in the middle of this game. They're definitely there. The Beatles were pretty hot during this time of music history. Oh dang, I'm about to die. Not a problem. The only time you actually recall seeing pogo sticks in the game is Crash 'em, Rash 'em. There's more, you just can't remember them. There was actually a generic type of enemy in Super Mario RPG, of all things, that utilized pogo sticks. A beautiful place with beautiful scenery, you say? This must have been what the ad in the paper was about. Yep, we're already leagues above these common enemies we were just fighting a minute ago. Oh yeah, I haven't really put any attention towards the backgrounds in battle. I of course have gotten very much used to them, but it was pretty weird and different at the time. I must be the happiest man in the world. I can practice my trumpet in this scenic spot. I'll send my haunting melody throughout the town. So he's the one playing the horns in the ONET music. Doesn't this house look good? You can buy it for only $7,500. It has an ocean view, and the sunsets are beautiful. Folks should have a place of their own. Do you want to buy it? I'd love to. You can't afford $7,500. It was a waste of time talking to you. Pfft. Even if you're poor, come and see how easy it is to own a luxurious second home. Yeah, I don't know about that. Although I must say, in a world where they're charging like $100 for a sandwich, $7,500 for a house is pretty damn good, huh? Honestly, even in this climate, like right now, in the times we're living in, that's a steal. $7,500 for a little house, it's definitely a steal. Now, I don't know much about real estate. Have you ever suffered from some type of sickness or condition that you couldn't get cured at a hospital? For example, being diamondized, where your head gets as hard as a diamond, or mushroomized, where you have a mushroom on your head. If you're ever stuck with these types of embarrassing conditions, we of the Magic Healing Shrine are here to ease your pain. We're ready and waiting in the lobby of hospitals all around the world. The person next to me is the great teacher of magic healing. Yeah, it's Mr. Baldy Blue guy from the first game. How about you, Doc? What? Around here, our doctor is number one. Hee 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 hee. I don't know why you needed to play it up like that. It's a little bit weird. Well, anyway, this is the hospital. Very important. You could use healing PSI, or you could walk all the way to the hospital to get your status ailments cured. But for certain things, like what that lady was talking about, like mushroom on your head, you have to come and get someone to take care of it for you. I was smashed by a mouse! Cool story. What? You're here to visit my daughter, so you're the one who calls her in the middle of the night and talks for hours. Oh, it's not you. Then why did you come to this room? You know, I wasn't sure if it was going to be worthwhile or not going out and... Tombstone blowout sale. We have a special discount for those who have passed on in this hospital. Jesus Christ! What would you like written on your tombstone? Onet Hospital Surgery Team. Jesus Christ. Welcome to Onet Hospital. I run the place. Ah, gotcha. Sorry, I'm just a patient here. What a bunch of goofwads. Well, anyway, what I was trying to say earlier is that I don't know much about real estate, but perhaps I should look into it to try and get to the bottom of what's been happening to Nashville, which it's not too far from where me and my family live, but for those that don't know, Nashville has been expanding like mad over the past couple of years. You know, big businesses have been moving in, property values have been skyrocketing, growth has been happening like out of control, and gentrification is a big issue that a lot of people I went to high school with are now concerned about. Yes, what's that thing called again? A Yes Man Jr.? Probably one of the strangest enemy names out of this whole game, and that's saying something. Oh dear, I've dropped my handkerchief. Give me a minute. Auto battle can be nice from time to time. Where's the No Ma'am Senior? Well, thankfully, I don't think we need to do all that much in the way of level grinding in this game. I mean, it might come in handy a little bit later, but yeah, I think we can challenge Frank as we are right now. Equipment is way more important than your personal level, if you ask me. Although you do learn PSI from leveling up, so
It was you! You beat up my buddy, didn't you? You better just beat it!
you know what? I don't even need to sing that because I have the song right here. Now, if only I could figure out how to quickly mute this. Ah, here we go. Except that didn't work. What? There's an option here that says mute sound. Doesn't seem to work. Well, that's fine. Alright, where is it? Here we go, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Which I've never played, it being, you know, a Sega Genesis game. Boy, Michael Jackson sure had a lot to do with Sega Genesis, didn't he? But, you know what, while we're going through here, I'll just let this play a little bit. That's not the right one, but you know what, it'll do. Actually, that's kind of dreadful. Is that like the Sega Master System version or something? I got a better version. There we go, that's the one everyone recognizes. And also, it's probably really loud. Let me turn that down a bit. Rest in peace, VOD. I don't think they're gonna catch a Sega Genesis cover of Beat It. Is it too loud? It might have been. It might still be too loud. There we go. No problem here. Well, what about this guy? This, like, clown-looking guy.
Hey kid, you want to become a member?
Sure.
Come back after you finish EarthBound.
Honestly, that's probably the best thing that he could have said. That way you have no choice but to fight your way through. Can't hear the game anymore? Well, I muted it so that we could listen to Sega Genesis Michael Jackson music.
Frank has an incredibly powerful weapon. If you get your hands on it, I bet you can stand against any enemy.
But hey, if you want to know what kind of amazing music you're missing, I'll show you. I think someone has actually, like, analyzed that music. Music, quote-unquote, and was able to identify, like, traces of Donkey Kong and Galaga, and so on.
When you buy an item that should be equipped, do you bother to actually equip it? I gave a hint to my own enemy. I'm such a rockin' dude. I obviously have total confidence in my own abilities. So, are you ready to get on, Spanky?
I'm sure this will confuse a number of people that just wander into the stream, wondering why in the world this Michael Jackson music is playing. Well, hey, I'm a musical guy. If something inspires me, I just jump to it.
To tell you the truth, I like drinking tea and eating fresh vegetables, but that doesn't fit my super cool image. I guess I just have to accept this about myself.
You thought it sounded like a phone ringing? Alright, I think we're pretty much good. Let's use the bread roll. And hope for the best. If we end up screwing up, well, it won't be that bad. Looks like quite a piece of work. Actually, you know what? There's some pretty cool music here in this boss fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off and turn the game back on. Alright, Frank. What you got?
I'm Frank. You are? Come on, can't you at least say your name?
Hang on a minute. Somewhere in here there's a description and like a clay model of Frank. Now, where could he be? Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Frank thinks he's one tough dude, but if you're fairly experienced, he won't give you much trouble. Be sure you're well supplied when you face him.
I was trying to remember what that was around his neck, and I was correct. It's like a habanero pepper. Just dangling from his neck. Also, ignore the robot. We'll get to that here in a minute. That's quite a bit of damage. We actually might not do too well here. Yeah, okay. I guess we need a bit more EXP before we can challenge him. I mean, yeah, I could have healed, but I mean, if he can wipe me out in 3 hits, then there's no point in challenging him right now. We just need to level up a bit more. So it goes with good old-fashioned JRPGs. Frankly, this guy looks dumb. Haha. I think his full name is Frank Fly. And you know what? He kind of reminds me a lot of Teddy from EarthBound Beginnings. I wonder if there's a parallel universe out there where Frank actually like joins our party. You know, after we kick his butt. Who knows? Hey, it's a magic butterfly. I'll teach you to sneak up on me. I just wanted to show this off real quick. We're gonna be relying on our butterfly friends someday in the future. Well, regrettably, there's no run button, so unfortunately, this is as quickly as we can get back to town. Unfortunately, you do have to work somewhat early tomorrow, and you're pretty tired as is. Understandable. Hopefully we can at least get through Frank before you have to go, but I will show you a timestamp with the ant enemies when we get to them. Hope I don't have any more technical difficulties. Yeah, I think we're good now. Thanks for dropping by. A second opinion is extremely vital when starting off with a new stream series, because you never know how the volume situation is going to get, how the connection situation is going to be. Alright, let's go ahead and save here, so that we don't have to walk as far. It feels really weird having these, like, tiny indoor sections when the game resolution is not a widescreen, so, you know, you got this little rectangle just floating around the stream window. It just looks weird. Alright, let's find some more sharks to fight. I'm gonna try again after I get 1 level up, and hopefully we won't need much more than that. There is a particular thing that I wanted to try tonight, but I'm not sure how well it's gonna work. I shouldn't be spoiling things. This is a joke that I'm gonna spring at the last minute, when we finally get to the Sanctuary boss. Oh, that was fast. That was really fast. I barely got any HP for it, though. What the heck? I feel like I've been japed a little bit. Like, do I actually need a whole nother level just so that I can get more HP? Or at the very least, a new PSI ability or something. You know what? I should have defended instead. Should have had that guy summon a bunch of his friends, then I could pulverize them all at once. Level grinding kind of sucks when you're doing a stream. Can't avoid it. Can't avoid it. Of course, then again, it would probably be a smart idea to go about doing some off-stream grinding. But maybe not right away. I kind of like having my party's levels balanced. Actually, never mind. Never mind that. That's not gonna matter. All of our future party members join at level 1, so it's not really anything I can do about the level disparity. Actually, come to think of it, grinding is kind of discouraged in this game. Like, excessive grinding. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yep, screwed that up. I hope I wasn't carrying around a ton of money. Because that is a penalty you get for dying in battle. You lose half your money. Which is why the ATMs are important. But man, yeah, I can't believe I went in over my head like that. But I mean, the hotel's right there. There's absolutely nothing stopping me from just charging in with no regard for my own safety. And just fighting, getting experience, dying, repeat, repeat, repeat. And we might not have any psychic points left, but at least we have hamburgers. I shouldn't talk about food too much. I didn't eat very much before starting today's stream. Partly on account of my... Uh-oh. Am I too late already? Okay, skate punk, time for you to ski-daddle. You know, I just now realized, I should have pointed this out earlier while his sprite was still on screen, but the skate punk. Doesn't he remind you of a certain someone from a recent EarthBound-inspired game? It's Lancer I'm thinking of, from Deltarune. He's got that same stupid grin. He's got his eyes covered. And he's messing around on a skateboard, thinking he's cool. He's not all that cool. But you know what? I'll humor him. Alright, I'm actually going to hit up the hotels from time to time. It's not a very good use of your money. Because there's a number of free healing points throughout the game, but if you do stay at night at the hotel, you will sometimes be treated to an additional scene. Which we're not going to get to until we get to Tucson and beyond, but you will also have this guy waiting outside your room who gives you a copy of the newspaper. Which says completely different things depending on where you are in the game. Road to Tucson still closed. It's generally worthwhile to explore. You never know what you'll find. There is, among other things, there's a present box with like $1,000 in it. And there's an NPC that will give you $50 for nothing if you just bug him for long enough. Also, the music is cool, so definitely check out the hotels when you have the chance. Say something funny. I'll listen. I can't wait any longer. I'm going back to watching the news. It's funnier than you. Okay, pop quiz. A Beatles song, XXX Today. Can you fill in the blanks? Yes. That's correct. I'm impressed. Well, there it is. I knew there was a Beatles reference somewhere around here. This reminds me of a song, although I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. On account of the fact that Silva Gunner's channel was taken down a while ago. Let's see here. Silver Gunner has done a bit of re-uploading, but not enough. So the song I'm thinking of, where the drugstore music is mixed to sound like When I'm 64, it's not here anymore. I miss some of those old, high-quality video game rip classics. I even made one myself at some point. I'll play it when we get to Tucson. Provided that I remember. A weird idea just hit me. What if I had like something akin to a news ticker at the bottom of my stream window, but rather than showing news, it just had a feed of text from the EarthBound Player's Guide that I have right here. I don't know. What? I'm getting these guys in one shot now? I actually kind of hoped that, that wouldn't happen. I wanted him to summon more of his buddies so I could fight him. Oh well, what can you do? Live to fight another day. Well, I'm glad these Pogo Punks dropped hamburgers. We'll need all the help we can get. Ugh. This feels so wrong, using a control stick for a game like this. I mean, it's kind of the only thing I have access to, considering that diagonals weren't working with the D-pad, so... You know what? It's fine. I haven't made that many mistakes in the menus yet, so... It's probably not going to be an issue at all. I wonder if we've gotten any news on Mother 4. I haven't heard from them in like a year and a half. I'm sure that the project is still present in some form. Because surely they would have made a big announcement of some kind if they were just shutting the whole thing down. Although, come to think of it, they did say they were going to like do a bit of rebranding, so it's no longer called Mother 4. Let's see, still says coming soon. The pin post on their Twitter account is from 2017. Oh, they posted something on 25th of December last year. Some kind of like Christmas ceremony. Well, that's very refreshing. To see that there's at least something. Let me see if I can share this real quick. There we go. I mean, it's a little bit out of focus, but you see what I'm talking about. It's not a very large image either, is it? Well, so it goes. That's their proof that they're still working on this. Alright, I've already read this. That's from, 2 years ago. Not that relevant anymore. I'm gonna see more updates like this one. But alas, news is scarce on this project. News is very scarce, but hey, at least they have a lot of music published. What's this? I have no idea what I've just clicked on. Oh-ho! Don't be nervous. Why is that like their catchphrase for the Mother 4 project? What is this? We've had a wild development history, and 2017 was no exception. Most recently, I realize this is really badly cropped, and I apologize. Well, that's why I'm reading it. So this is like an open letter from Pastel to all of us. It looks a little different around here, but that's no accident. You may have heard this already, but our project is moving forward as an all-original work. The characters and setting are the same as ever, but some familiar faces and places are changing. We're doing this to stay true to what we've always been making. A game dedicated to the spirit of the series that touched our hearts. One that's a fun, loving, thoughtful experience for everyone. No matter where you come from, what you believe, or what's in your heart, we want to make something you'll enjoy. Most recently, we've decided to part ways with our lead composer and public representative Shane Mesa. Though he contributed a great deal over the years, we all agreed this was necessary. The soundtrack, sold through Game Chops, is currently available on various platforms. Despite the name and our shared history, the album is not ours. It belongs to Shane and Game Chops, as does all revenue. The team wasn't a part of their negotiations, but that's completely fine by us. We wish them the best. Any questions about it should head their way. Hope that clears up any confusion. We're committed to our volunteer efforts on this project, made in our spare time with love and care. As the project lead, I look forward to sharing more in the future, and would like to thank you one more time. From the whole team and I, thank you so much for your kind words, enthusiasm, and passion. We couldn't ask for better fans, and we're going to do our best for you. I hope you look forward to what we've got in store. Posted when again? Wait, where'd the Twitter one to go? Oh yeah, here it is. Wow, that was all the way back in November of 2017? How'd I miss it? Well, I feel a bit bad that I'm digging up such old news, but yeah, it's fine. So, you know what? Seeing as how this is going to be a bit of an issue, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the pause while inactive thing. Oh, finally. Can I get some HP, please? Alright, that's better than nothing. Alright, let's try this again. Green rectangle, please go away. Okay, thank you. Let's try this again. Does Frank have anything to say? Different? Nope. Thought he would have taunted us for losing to him earlier. What? All that trouble he gave me in the first fight, and now he, like, sits around doing nothing. Golly, are you kidding me? Fail-proof crank can't be beaten. Puff, puff, puff. And this is Frankenstein Mark II. Alright, now let's have another look at that robot. That's not the robot. There we go, that thing. I want to see what the guide has to say about him. You can barely tell, but apparently Frank is like piloting this thing from inside. You can just barely see a little fella in there with like sunglasses and what have you. So not a robot, but a tank. Well, I was hoping I would see a little bit more info, kind of like in these enemies subsections here. Like, is it just on a different page? Oh, yes it is. Okay. When you defeat Frank, you may think that you've bought peace to own it. Think again. Frank has a surprise in store for you. It's his robotic buddy, Frankenstein. Frankenstein! Alright. Don't even worry about this guy. He's a wimp. If you understand the pattern. You attack, defend. Attack, defend. Or in this case, heal, defend, heal, defend. Yikes. It's a good thing we got all these burgers. Also, I don't know what it is, but this is like one of my favorite battle tracks in the entire game. This like bassy, jazzy thing. It's been remixed a few times. At least once in Mother 3. Didn't sound quite as good. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the, I think it's the bongos. Like, I really like the bongo samples they use in this game. This is my first defeat. Fail-proof Frank is now just Failure Frank. I know you've been asking around, so I'll tell you about Giant Step. It seems to be quite a powerful spot. Some kind of special power is stored there that allows certain people to perform wondrous feats. However, a monster sucked up all the energy at that spot. It's difficult to get to Giant Step, that's all I know. I suggest you collect more information on your own. The entrance to the path leading to Giant Step is behind the Touring Entertainer's Shack. Perkle, the mayor of Onett, has a key to the shack. Ness, you become stronger than I. Your adventure is just beginning. Cool. You look much stronger. Would you like to rest? Very important detail. You can now get free healing from Frank for reasons that don't entirely make sense to me. But hey, I'm not complaining. Alright, sharks will no longer appear on the streets. The town is temporarily safe from the influence of ruffians, so it's time to go to City Hall. Town Hall, same difference. There are lots of snakes and stray dogs around Onett. Is the mayor gonna let them just run around doing what they want? I'm here to protest! I'm sure we're gonna get a good political joke or two somewhere in here. I'm really in a foul mood. Why? Because the mayor doesn't like me. I think I'll just kick back for a while. It may just take me a couple of hours to sign this paper. Oh, aren't you, Ness? Isn't it school holiday today? Have you done your homework? Remember to brush your teeth before going to bed. Have you been wetting your bed? I don't know what this guy's problem is. When I first played this game, I honestly thought that was Ness's dad, but obviously it's not. So is he like some weird uncle? Is he a teacher? Or is he just like Mr. Dink? And he just like keeps unnecessarily close tabs on the neighbor kid's life. I work for City Hall, but somehow Mayor Perkle bugs me. Let's keep this between you and me. We don't have any openings for part-time employees at this time. Did I tell you that I saw a giant ant one time at Giant Step? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it for you. Boo. Stop the spread of the gang. Someone should shut down their gathering places, don't you think? I've started a movement that will stop all the bad influences on the children of Onett. I call it the Fresh Breeze Movement. Yep, very typical of a well-meaning political activist. They pick the wrong battles, they go after the wrong targets, and in the end, they just are accomplishing nothing. Since you beat up the sharks, you're the talk of the town. Mayor Perkle is waiting for you. Yeah, if you try to come up here before you do that, the policeman will just like kick you out. Thanks so much for all your help. In the next election, please give a speech supporting Mayor Perkle. Hey, I'm Mayor B.H. Perkle. It's so nice to meet you. You beat up the town bullies, punched them out big time, kicked their butts, bit their heads off, spit in their eyes, and made them wet their pants. Then you forced them to promise to not make any more trouble. Thank you. What, you want a key to the Touring Entertainer's Shack? For someone as great as you, giving you the key could help keep the town peaceful. However, if you encounter a dangerous situation, please don't ask me to take any responsibility. I'll be able to avoid any responsibility, right? You're such a smart kid. Here's the key to the shack. Yep. Hey, what's your name? I'm so busy with my election that I don't have time to meet with you. And he just instantly does not care. That guy's a far step down from the mayor of Animal Crossing. Well, actually, hang on a minute. The mayor of Animal Crossing is a player-controlled character. They could be a complete asshole if they decide to play like that, so never mind. I remember someone even made an entire fan game over the idea of, like, some bratty, mean kid taking over as mayor of Animal Crossing town. It wasn't all that much of a game, but it was an interesting train of thought, if you will. Yep. Thank you, dog. Alright, let's save again before we move on. Actually, since we're here, we should also call, Mother. Call your mother. She's probably worried sick about you. Is that you, Ness? You called me back sooner than I thought. Everyone here is doing just fine. Oh yes, Tracy started working part-time for Go Express. Here, I'll let you talk to her. And call me when you have some time. Oh, you don't have any free time? Well, here's Tracy. Oh, don't say that. Don't tell your mom that you can't call because you don't have any free time. Yep, Escargot Express, blah blah blah, don't need anything. So yeah, that's the item storage system in this game, Escargot Express. And again, if you've watched the AV Jam video about EarthBound, that's another major sticking point, is how inconvenient it is. Guy comes around, you have to pay a fee, and he can only give or take 3 items at a time. And if he's making a delivery and you're all out of inventory space, well, you're fresh out of luck, mister. I hear there's a big footprint on the hilltop behind this shack. I haven't seen it myself, it's just a rumor. This shack was locked by someone from City Hall, so we can't use it. The reason it was closed was because a punk named Frank may have trashed the place. What a drag! We can't even change our clothes, and hotels are too expensive. What, did they used to own this or something? Well, anyway, in true JRPG fashion, you must use the item from your menu. Inventory. Wow! You opened the door! Alright, here's a trinket for good luck. It's the travel charm! Do you like traveling too? Uh-huh. The big footprint is called Giant Step. What a way cool name! Don't forget to actually pick up that trinket, because, the instant you set foot in here, they just disappear forever. Anyway, travel charm. Blocks paralysis, and that's it. Doesn't even give you any defense. It's not really that great. Because, like, no enemies in this dungeon here can even use paralysis or anything like that. Alright, here we are. Giant Step. The mountain of the Giant Step. We're going to be muscling our way through here until we get our first offensive PSI ability. Which, honestly, cannot come soon enough. But hey, whoa! Those guys just came gunning after me. Honestly, I should probably just put this on auto battle and like take a break to blow my nose or something. I don't know. There we go. You need EXP? You just go after those things. They'll get you hooked up nice and even. Oh, there's the little dangerous anti-fella. You don't want to get into a prolonged confrontation with these things. Because as you might notice, they deal a surprisingly large amount of damage compared to what we've just been fighting. You also want to be a little bit preemptive with your healing. Because you never know, smash attacks start happening right about this point in the game, especially with the mice. Can never be too careful. Nice! Well, now that we have that special ability, nothing will stand in our way. So, yeah, skip sandwich. That's one way you can increase your speed in this game. It's not a very good method, but it works. Alright, let me showcase the power of the PK Dream. Regrettably, the exact amount of damage that it does is random. It's like anywhere between 50 and 100 points of damage. Oh, I was hoping I could sneak up on them. I may regret this, but I really like showing off how powerful this PSI power is. It's expensive, too. Later, when you get Paula, you'll notice that, you know, PK Freeze, PK Fire, PK Thunder are all substantially cheaper than NES's PK abilities. Well, that's fine. They all have their own targeting restrictions as well. PK Fire only goes for one row of enemies, PK Freeze only targets one, and PK Thunder is one enemy targeted at random. So NES's ability remains useful as a catch-all nuke, if you will. Also, you see how quickly that skip sandwich effect faded? Those things are, like, useless. I don't like them. Even the deluxe versions don't last all that long. It's only, like, 12 seconds or something. They're expensive, too. Like, I never, ever buy skip sandwiches. Now, if their effects were, like, really way overboard prolonged, like, oh, say 30 seconds and a minute for the regular deluxe sandwiches of fast walking speed, I might consider it a bit more. Might make some dungeons a bit more tolerable, since you can run away from enemies more effectively. And by that I mean, like, run around them on the map with your super speed. You know what? They should have made speed into a PSI effect. Like one that you can only use on the map. It could be, like, really expensive, but using it would allow you to go around areas that would otherwise give you a bit of trouble. By the way, fun fact, these slugs have, like, less than a 1% chance to drop a bomb. There are certain people out there, certain crazy, crazy people over at Starman.net who made that into a challenge. The challenge to collect every single rare item drop in the game. They're completely mental. I would not ever recommend doing that because the exact chance is 1 in 128 for any of these super duper rare drops. It is not worth it at all. And yet, having said that, I'm going to end up questing for one of those items later in the game. Not necessarily because I need it all that badly, but because it's like a major bragging point to say, hey, I got this item. I'm a cool guy. It's especially important because it's only available for a limited amount of time. Once you complete a certain objective in the story, this item will no longer be available because the enemy that drops it no longer spawns. And that's no good. Alright, what do we got here? Cold Remedy. Honestly, I kind of just want to sell that. Alright, here's another super pro strat that you can use to enhance your playthrough of EarthBound.net. Just keep reloading the room, and you may be lucky enough to have the enemies disappear, but not always. haven't even touched on this, but obviously it's a bit silly that we are in the first dungeon and all the enemies we're fighting are, like, microscopic compared to NES. Oh, your friend didn't come to help you. Wonder why that happened. Man, how do you sneak up on these things if you can't tell which way they're facing? Oh. Let's be careful about this. Alright, we can do this. As long as they don't call for help. Man, what pesky little creatures. They can heal, they can call for assistance, and they hit really hard. I don't like them. Don't think I don't see you there, Mr. Whatever you are. Probably a slug. Boy, these slugs just don't get any respect. Yes, magic butterfly. A real sight for sore eyes this late into the dungeon. We could use a little bit more, though. So, another pro strategy. You can reload the room over and over to get rid of enemies, or to get magic butterflies to spawn. It's very useful. Well, geez, are we ready? All ready to go after the boss of this area? Might be good to go for just one more level up, but yeah, I think we're generally well set. Yeah, let's go for one more level. Are your level up gains in this game random? I've actually never been too sure about that. I noticed that we got like 4 points of offense the last time we leveled up. And that seems rare? But I don't know. Oof. Double mouse. Danger mouse. Is there anything else worth talking about before we wrap up with the dungeon here? Let's see, what is there in the world of Nintendo news? Whoa! Game wigging out on me a little bit there. I don't think there's much to talk about other than the Direct that we've already talked about, which happened last week. There's nothing really relevant to talk about other than the fact that we've got a lot of JRPGs coming to the Switch. Ooh, lucky us. Apparently, ants and slugs do not like to mingle, so if we just encounter one when there's a group of the other kind, well, you just saw what happens. Also, Ness has very prominent knees that you only really notice when he's climbing a rope or a ladder. Otherwise, they're only like 1 pixel tall, if that. You can't really see him at all, and then all of a sudden, ooh, he grows knees, and he grows, and he climbs. Right, are we really ready? I still have my concerns. We have hypnosis, but I don't think that works too well against the boss here. You finally got here. This is the first your sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. Oh, jeez, hang on. I'll be right back. There we go. I'm so glad that works. You know what, genuinely speaking though, that's probably one of the best things that could happen to an RPG like this, is having animated sprites. I'm too distracted. I'm gonna end up, like, getting my butt kicked because I'm, like, not paying attention. This is a good way to spice things up. We got alternate music, we got alternate... Ooh, that was almost like a remix there. Uh-oh. Yeah. I'm getting too complacent. Too complacent. Oh, jeez! And that thing hits like a truck. Robotnik, you're in front of my menu here. Oh god, can I even do this? Oh jeez, what a time for a shield. Oh, we did it! No, I've been defeated, says Robotnik. I need to, like, make him fade away. There we go. Boy, that'll be fun when I get around to, I get around to watching the VOD. I want to see what that looked like. That's going to be amazing. I wonder how many people may have, like, seen that and immediately thought that I, like, ruined everything. Well, it got me energized. Oh god, I can't wait to use that again. Who was it that uploaded that again? I need to give credit where credit's due. I Teach Vader. Yeah, I Teach Vader. He's like the newest Robotnik YouTube poop maker. He's pretty good. Has caught a glimpse of a small, cute puppy. Mrs. Soundstone recorded the melody of Giant Step. But of course we don't have a Soundstone, so... yeah, no matter. You know what, I'll probably take it back out of storage in the last dungeon so that we can see what it looks like when you actually use the Soundstone and replay all of the melodies that you've collected. Also, that's not something you can do normally. I probably should have pointed this out when I was doing this trick, but that those shenanigans I did to get the Soundstone stored in the, like, extra storage space, you can't normally deposit it. Normally it's just glued to NES because it's too important to give up. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with the levels too much here. I'll just casually squash whatever is in between me and the doors. But yeah, as you can see, enemies tend to run away from you after you defeat the area boss. It's very useful, and you can get some very nice experience points after a boss battle by rounding them up and squashing them over and over. I wonder if I'll make that Robotnik thing into a running joke on the stream series. Someone's gonna hate me if I actually do that. But damn it, it was too funny for me to not try. No problem here. You know, I just remembered, we actually do have one more encounter ahead of us before we can move on to Twosome. So we'll make that the last thing that we do as part of today's stream. Nope. Missed one. Whoa, whoa, spooky. 666 to the next level, you say? I don't think we're gonna get that. It'd be nice, we could get, like, PK Shield before the next fight, but nah. Hey, you! The board says do not enter. Couldn't you read it? No. What a rebellious kid. Come to the O-Net police station later. Yep, that's what we gotta do. Just because we defeated a giant ant does not mean that the roads are just gonna automatically be open for us. So we got one last thing to do. Oh, I didn't realize that we made a full recovery. Well, that's nice. Oh yeah, because of the sanctuary. Like, when you learn the melody, it's like a sacred space that heals you. You can actually go back to that spot for free healing, I believe. If you so choose. Hey, we got $1,000. We're like 1/7 of the way to the end of, what the hell am I saying? We're 1/7 on the way to buying that house. I think I might actually do that later in the game. Maybe I'll do it after the... like, during the... post-game. I don't know. You guys just say the same things. So, here you are. You're the little delinquent that came back from Giant Step. Now you listen here. Don't enter means just that. Do not enter. You got that? And furthermore, blah 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 blah. It's usually those tax evaders who blah 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 blah. We don't enjoy blocking off the roads, you know. Blah, 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 blah. It's usually the local whiners that make a big deal about emergencies and meteorites. Blah 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 blah. Why is the road to Tucson closed? An emergency, of course. At times like this, kids like you should be playing Nintendo games. Anyway, are you sure you want to go to Tucson? What happens if I say no? Well then, perhaps you should just crawl back to your shack, little mister. How dare you call my residence a shack? Okay, follow me. Show me what you got. See if you can get past 5 of my best men. Yeah! Hey, small fry, you must be shaking in your boots. Yep, now we just gotta go toe-to-toe with the local police force. Nothing weird about this. Nothing strange going on here. You're gonna want to pace yourself, for those of you playing at home. You're gonna want to pace yourself and not burn through all of your healing items right away. You're tough. You should join the police force. Your average policeman is stronger than any superhero. Whoa! Well, apparently not that guy. Oh, you won! Don't let the mayor's compliments give you a big head. Bring it on, fat boy! We're doing pretty... We've just gotten lucky so far. Because that first guy did not use any super karate chops or anything like that. Also, is this normal in the police force? Like, are they expected to learn martial arts or something? I wonder. Alright, I think we're in good shape. Let's do this again sometime. Next time I'll take you out with my nuclear suplex attack. Yeah, are these guys all, like, fans of pro wrestling or something? They seem pretty eager to test their skills out on a little kid. Come on, I'm gonna take you apart right here, right now, baby. We shall see about that. Who will win? A police force squadron of 6? Or a little boy in a backpack full of burgers? Uh-oh. Well, that depends on whether luck is on my side or not. You definitely want to conclude these fights with as much HP as you can. Oh, that ain't good. Screw it. Let's eat the last hamburger. We're playing this real safe. I lost.
That's it, buddy. You can forget about me. I'm gonna call for my boss.
There's no way I can beat you in a straight competition, so get ready for my super ultra mambo tango foxtrot martial arts. Yeah, this guy definitely watches pro wrestling. Captain Strong. I mean, doesn't that sound like a wrestler name? Captain Strong. Alright, we got this. We're gonna have to heal frequently. But we got this. Just a couple of dream blasts and a little bit of a whack to the face and... Oh. Didn't even need that second part. Cool. And we can I offer you a nice egg in these trying times?
Oh, baby.
And now we get the shield power. Cool, cool, whatever. I didn't think you'd do so well against the mighty O-Net police force. You want me to open the road to Tucson? Hang on for a sec. I'll radio my staff and give them the word. Strong here. Do you read me? Hey, it's me, Captain Strong. Okay, listen. A kid named Ness will be there in a few minutes. He's a kid in a red cap. I want you to open the road to Tucson for him. I know that. I know that. Don't ask me why, just do it. That's an order. Strong Bad out. Well, kid, I'm not going to question you now, but I do want to see you again. Good luck. I can't... I might be able to pull off an impression of, like, old school Strong Bad back when he had, like, a vaguely Mexican inflection to him, but... I don't know. I've been playing EarthBound lately. I'm having a tough time. You don't say. How ironic would it be if he got stuck on the police force chapter of EarthBound? Well, the riot's over. I can move on to parking enforcement. Hooray! Life is good. Dum-dee-dee. You kind of look like the guy from the Life is Good brand shirts. Well, make of that what you will. Alright, I think what we are going to do is mosey on over to Tucson and use the hotel there, and, you know, call it a night there.
Hey, aren't you Ness? Well, I got the okay from Chief Strong to let you through. Take care of yourself.
You're doing well, keep it up. The town map can be checked out at the library. You can also use the map in Tucson. It's really useful. If you say so. But again, biggest enemy in this game is inventory space. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get a little something to clog up our inventory space. I live rent-free in the mouse's house. The mice are known as exit mice. They are very kind and boy are they fast. I really love these guys. Trust me on the dark road. Ooh, do I get to come along too? Please take my son along. He may look like a regular small mouse, but he can lead you to an exit if you're lost in a maze. Will you take one of my sons along? Sure. He's a tough boy. You can treat him as one of your items. Oh, you have him already. What, did you lose track? I mean, mice do have abnormally large families, so maybe she just lost track of her own son. I don't know. It's a very smart mouse. Cool, we have our own little animal friend to take along our quest. Oh, that didn't count as a sneak attack? Uh-oh. Oh no, I don't like this. I didn't realize there were 4 of them, jeez. Oh, hello there. There he is. Good old mushroom friend. Probably my favorite new item in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's kind of a shame that we've gotten so strong so quick. I would like to show off the mushroom status ailment, but it's not very nice to have. Like, the messing around with your controls on the map is... Uh-oh. Oh, no. I once knew someone who had, like, a visceral fear of that sneak attack noise. When the screen goes red. Like, they had nightmares about it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Can we at least eat the hamburger or the egg? The only way to fight mushrooms is with eggs. Well, I guess we're concluding today's episode with mushroom on our heads. Cool. Uh-oh. I would kind of like to avoid battles until we get this thing taken off, though. Because as you saw, it doesn't just mess with your controls, it messes with your battle actions. And you don't want to be attacking yourself.
I'm not an enemy, I'm just a friendly mole. I'll tell you how to distinguish between your friends and your enemies. It's easy to tell an enemy just by looking at them. Enemies look like humans with weird colored faces. Beware of them. However, you can't get more powerful if you avoid your enemies. Thank you, mole. Little tutorial moles scattered here and there. Welcome. Would you like me to tell you about Tucson? Sure. Tucson has a modern, clean hotel. There's a hospital and the wonderful Chaos Theater. There's the Polestar Preschool and a nice bus station. If you're curious, you might want to check out Berglund Park. It's exciting. East of the town, you'll find the peaceful Rest Valley. On the other side of the valley is Happy Happy Village. There's also a pizza parlor. Do you want to know anything else? Well, I don't know anything else. Tucson. We got this name because we weren't first. Alright, we probably don't want to get too deep into this, because we'll end up just going forever, so we'll just call it a night here. But first I need like 50 bucks. Yeah, you know what? We got a lot of shopping to do, so I'll just go ahead and withdraw like all my money. Yep. Oh, and you know what else? This is the place I was talking about where you can get 50 bucks for free. So we're gonna be compensated pretty quickly for this. Ness. I'm a friend who you have never met before. My name is Paula. Can you hear me calling you? I am Paula. Sorry, instantly distracted by the layering issues on this one sprite. Why in the world is it like that? That's bizarre. It's only the one bed that's like that, and yeah. As you might be able to tell, my controls are getting a little fucky. It's not just reverse controls either. I am holding right in order to move down, and left to move up.
What? So what? Huh? Pardon? Jeez. Eh? You're annoying. Dang me. Yeah. Haha. Hey, you. Way to days, pal. Haha. It's so hot today. It rocks. Is it cold today? Oh, see ya. Here, get yourself a juice or something. 50 bucks. Good luck, okay? I can't believe I never noticed this about this game before, how you can kind of mess around with sprites if you have a mushroom on, but you know what? It doesn't work all the time. I can cross in front of the chair just fine, but this table, for some reason this table
has some issues, but only sometimes. And also, I am the control switched again. How about reading the newspaper before you go? Here's this morning's Tucson Tribune headline. Ghosts found to inhabit tunnel to Threed. Spooky. Can't wait till we get to that. Help me, dude. Do I have a mushroom on my head? That's what I thought. Recently, I couldn't walk quite right. It was because of this mushroom. It's actually kind of fun, so I'll leave it there. I'm sure there's someone out there who has managed to beat this game with a mushroom on their heads. Just turn Ness into an anchor for the rest of the game. Alright, cool. We're gonna wrap it up now. Thank you guys for joining me today. We're going to resume next week. Although exactly what day I am unsure of, I'll post an update to the usual, you know, stream widget down below when I get the chance. So thank you guys for joining me. Oh man, I am super tired right now for some reason. Woke up with a headache and I'm gonna end up going back to sleep. Ain't that just my luck? Shame I couldn't get my actual Super Nintendo to work with my copy of EarthBound, but hey, I was prepared to do it this way. That's just how it goes. Alright, enough rambling. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you next week. Bye!